Guys, I am so excited about this new project that I have been working on for years. And it's been such a pleasure to work with mentors and family and friends and so many different people and sharing in this amazing experience to create this new Oracle deck. What I wanted to share with you guys is just a little bit of insight about what the deck is debuting and what it represents, and what parts of it we're going to be kind of utilizing and thinking about, especially for how you can use the deck, what it's used for, and anything that you have questions on or what you want to know about, maybe details for the cards. I will definitely go over all of those, but for now, let's talk about how these decks work. So, as I mentioned before, the decks are, the actual deck itself is made from different components. And the couple of components that I have created have been through a lot of research in astrology that's led me from one thing to the next. And each of the components are elementals, which I had mentioned in a video a couple months ago, talking about how elements of sacred spirit and of the earth and elements that we don't always think about, like lightning or metal or bubble, things like that, which are in the deck. Another component of the deck that we have is the planets and aspects. So, as you guys know, in astrology, there are planets associated with each of our astrology signs. So, like Gemini, for example, is related to our planet Mercury for communication and connection and looking at the shadow self. Another part of it is the aspects that we were talking about just before. The aspects are sometimes people talk about the different like Chiron energy, or we also have Vesta and Fortuna and things like that. That will also be in the deck. With a couple of little secrets that I added in there, and Lilith, which is a really special, sacred, feminine energy that comes in, and it's awesome in the deck. The other part is obviously the astrology, the zodiac signs are going to be in there. And I added two more really sacred, special signs that we don't always talk about that are in different cultures. And that will be Arachne, which is our spider goddess, and Ophiuchus, or Ophiuchus, as I like to say. And the energy is dragon energy, which is very special. The next part that will be in the deck is the spirit bodies. And of course, I'm going to show you guys all the couple of pictures of the deck. But the spirit bodies are the 5 different parts that we utilize, which is spirituality, the mental, the emotional, and the physical, and the ethereal. And lastly, we also have our chakras. And the chakras that I utilized were our 7 main chakras, so the root through the crown. And I actually added a mixed chakra, which will be Metatron's chakra. And I'll talk about that a little bit more as well. So like I said, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a message and I will get to any of that if you need to. So while we're talking about the next components, as my cat is eating my amazing cinnamon roll right here, with our components of the deck, I will show you guys some pictures that I had actually made from hand and turned it into a vectorized digital image. So let me grab those really quick for you. So let's turn off the background. That way I can show you guys. Yes, this is my room. But here is one of the cards that we created, we being my guides and the vision that I saw. So as you can see, this is the Sun card. And each component of the card has an elemental feature, which is featured in the center. So obviously the energy of the sun is fire. So we put the red orb here. For the sacred geometry, because it is that fire energy, we have this beautiful triangular prism, which is a part of our sacred geometry, which will be listed in the book, but there are little secrets that are in the deck. And then here I have put the symbol in alchemy for the sun, and also for the planetary energy associated with this elemental, which I actually made the sun and moon elementals in the deck, which is pretty cool. And each card, they're gonna be in groups and sections. So with the sun card, there's a card that is the solar eclipse that I had created as a part of the planet and aspects. And it will also be related to the sun because they are the similar energies. The beautiful little astrology input right here, the symbol for Leo, is associated with the sun and with the energy of this card. So I put Leo in there, as well as a phrase, which you can't see because it's backwards. But the phrase for the sun says, "Live a life full of creativity and joy." So when you pull this card, if you're asking questions, the present understanding of what the message will bring will be about how the sun and creativity and joy is supposed to be an answer for your question. So yeah, there's a little bit of that as an example. So next, I wanted to show you guys the different parts. So I'll show you some of the pictures of, with my cat saying hello, different cards that we have. So for elementals, I'd shown you the sun, and for chakras, I'm going to show you the third eye one. So this is what the third eye will look like. Obviously it is backwards, but you have the phrase, you have the association magic here. So this is a beautiful pentacle. So the pentacle will be used for that. You also have your sacred geometry that is listed, which that particular sacred geometry, which I will have again in the book as a further description, is associated with the energy of space. So when you're looking at the third eye is what is represented of what we cannot see with our eyes, but what we can see around us, maybe spiritually, energetically, and whatnot. So yeah. Let's see. Also, the amazing music that's playing is from my wonderful friend, Kelvin Mockingbird. If you're curious about his music, you can definitely check out his page under Kelvin Mockingbird. She is really naughty, so if I have to catch her during the video, I will let you guys know that I'm grabbing her so she doesn't destroy my room. Stop it. Come say hello. So when we go back to the third eye, as I'll show you guys a little bit more, since turn up that brightness, we have some of the associations with the card. So in this particular case, I put the North Node, which is future. So third eye is able to divine, obviously, things that we cannot see with our eyes, including time. So the North Node is about helping us see our future. Another little secret that I put on this beautiful chakra is one of the zodiac associations, which for the third eye is actually Leo. And I believe I also put Cancer, yes. So Leo and Cancer are associated with the third eye chakra. And I also have the name and the fact that it's associated with the lunar eclipse and the moon. So it's very special. And I'm just so excited to be sharing these with you because it's so much hard work that I've been doing forever. So it's really awesome. Oh, thank you, Sammy. She says I look radiant. Thank you. It's because I'm so excited about these cards. So let me show you our planets. I did them really special. So hand drew the actual planet itself and then went back in and vectorized and made the image look prettier. So it took a lot of work. So I'll show you guys the planet Jupiter. So for the symbol, I put Jupiter's alchemic symbol, which is this. The zodiac sign associated with Jupiter is Sagittarius, of course. And then we have Pisces hanging out there because Pisces is also one other sign associated with the Jupiter energy. I put 10 at the top because of the energy that Jupiter carries. So each top card here, there will always be a number in Roman numerals associated to the card's energy. There will be 3 per section, and with exception, there will be 4 cards. So, for example, Jupiter, I believe Sagittarius and Pisces will all have 10 as the number. And that just holds the energy of the card itself. But this is one of for the example. So what Jupiter says that I'll share with you says, expand and flow with grace and gratitude to gain what you wish. The other part that I wanted to share with you guys is in the middle. Like I said, when you're looking at my cards, you're going to see secrets. I put one of our chakras here, the sun symbol as well, because of the energy associated, which is a secret, which you'll read in the book. And you'll see that there is a sacred geometry symbol at the top, which is a little difficult with this color. But you'll see it when it's actually in front of you. And the symbol itself means voidant energy or expansion within. And the chakra that we have here is our sacral chakra, which is associated with both Pisces energy and also with Sagittarius. So secrets. It's a really awesome. Oh, thank you, Alia. Alia says hello to everybody. So yes, I'm going to check on my cat. So give me 1 second. She is messing with something and being naughty. What are you doing? Where did you go? Okay, I'm back. You got to look at my awesome room for a second. My cat is being really naughty. So when we return to our next card that I want to show you guys, I'm going to show you one of the body cards. So here we actually have the Ethereal Card. So what I mentioned before is with the spirit bodies, we have the 4 main that most people talk about with energetic transformation. So that's thinking about things in the mental, working through things in the emotional, having the physical energy and the spirituality mixed. Ethereal is the other energy, and this symbol I created for it myself. And ethereal represents the energy that is outside of our own energy system. So if this is our spirit, the ethereal would be everything that's outside of our body. I'm going to turn the brightness down so you can see it a little better, because it's a beautiful card. So this is ethereal. I put Mercury energy here so that people can associate it with communication, because you can communicate with other energies outside of our system. You can't see it, but there's Metatron here in the corner, which you can see in the actual card, but obviously because it's a screen, it's a little difficult. But I have 2 chakras hanging out here, the heart chakra and third eye. I also have the Merkabah symbol in the center. And the Merkabah is an association with Metatron, but the Merkabah energy is just about manifestation and magic and energy and asking to receive. And it's about spreading the energy within to receive it later. So it's equivalent exchange. And above the actual symbol itself here, I had put that voidant energy, because there are some other secrets on here with opposites that will be listed. But I decided to put the voidant energy above because not only is the energy expanded out, but it's also received within. So it's, like I said, that give and take. And that's kind of what the ethereal body represents. The card itself says, true healing is relearning the way we are designed by the universe and the physical. So it's really special and so exciting. Aw. Alia says she is so proud of you, my friend. The cards are magical like you and can't wait to purchase the deck. Thank you, Alia. yeah, it's been a journey, like I said, and all of the details of how amazing these cards turned out, the colors, messing with it for hours, getting it so it's ready to print. It's been a journey, and I'm so grateful to everybody who's given me input and guidance. My mentor, Phaedra, actually pushed me when we first met to make a tarot deck, and I thought about it really hard. I did some drawings, I tried to make it more tarot and traditional. And I had already written up all this information that I had developed with my dearest friends for 12 years. And I finally decided I didn't want to do tarot. I wanted to create something that I believe will eventually be something completely different, a new system, using the Oracle name for now. But I believe that this will become an astrolabe compass. And if you know what an astrolabe is, I can actually show you what one looks like so you get an idea of where I got the name for the deck. So I have an actual astrolabe compass. And this is what an astrolabe compass looks like. It has latitude, longitude, it has all the seasons of the year, it has the zodiac and the constellations, and it utilizes space and time so that you can measure either a distance or what day it is or what time it is. And the idea for the deck is in association with the astrolabe compass. So that's why I called it the Crystal Alabe Oracle deck, because I believe that there will be a time where we will return the astrolabe compass back into how we divine answers from our ancestors, our guides, or even the higher, whatever is there and whatever is trying to give us messages. So I'm very grateful to have an actual astrolabe in my possession, so that I can design the best tools for later for everybody so that we can utilize it. So yeah. Moving on, we have one of the zodiac that I will show you, which is spectacular. And yes, the constellation is even hand-drawn from a lot of hard work. So there is Aries. And Aries symbol with its constellation is in the beautiful card. And then we have the chakra associated, which here is solar plexus. We have Mars, which is associated. We have the symbol in alchemy for fire because it's a fire energy. We have the runes associated with Aries, which will be listed in the booklet as well. We have the elemental associated with Aries, which is our beautiful Nova right here. And then we also have another elemental, which you have 3 total for every zodiac sign. So this is the Yang energy because Aries is a masculine sign. And then we have our light here symbol because light is the energy that is associated with Aries. You will see a secret here, which is the planet that is also associated with Aries, which my beautiful Pluto hanging out here. And I think that is all for Aries. Yeah. And then obviously we have that sacred geometry, which is again for fire. So Aries says, take risks, take action, pay attention to the best interest. Yeah. I have to check on my cat again. Give me 1 second. Where are you? Get out. She was in my laundry. Okay, I opened the door for her to leave because she's being a horrible little child. Okay, that won't happen anymore. So I'm going to check on the comments really quick. We have Diana. Hi, Diana. We have Miss Sammy. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for me about the deck? Do you want to know anything more? I'm going to continue to tell you a little bit more about how to use the deck. So let's talk about that. I have some samples here. They're not the printed version that will actually have the back that I created, but they are in a nice like cardstock. So I could just give you an example of how to use the deck. So in tarot, and even in Oracle deck, you could do the 3-card reading, which is a past, present, and future reading. So if you ask a question, obviously you will do what you do normally. Some people shuffle, some people just look through the cards, whatever is your way of divination. Then you do a past, present, and future, which is interesting. So I pulled our beautiful Nova that was actually associated to Aries, which is really cool. So that would be my past. It says, tap deeper into higher self and trust the next phases to turn out all right. Been through a lot of struggles. There is a lot to learn from my higher self, obviously. So that's a very accurate past. For present, my moon is in Sagittarius, so having Sagittarius as my card obviously is connecting in with this eclipse we just had. And it says, be honest with yourself and others by living your individuality, which is what I'm doing with this deck right now with you guys. And my future, I have Saturn as my planet, which is beautiful. Saturn says, lay out your path for success as it is, so mote it be. Thank you. So Saturn's basically saying that obviously with all this hard work, there is a path for success to be had. So that's really cool. But yeah, there's that as a past, present, future reading with 3 cards. That will be in the little booklet that comes with the deck. You can do a past, present, future. You can do a medicine wheel. The way that I do medicine wheel is you have your give and take. So your left hand is your receive energy and your right hand is the give energy. So when you pull your cards, you will pull one with each hand. The left defines what you are receiving from the answer. The right defines what you will be giving for that answer. Then you will pull a card for the middle. So that would be your inner spirit. That's what your spirit wants to tell you about yourself. You will have a north card, which you will put at the top. The north card defines your future of where you are headed. You'll pull a south card for the bottom, and that will be where you have come from. And then you will pull 1 card for the defined answer. So that will be 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7 cards total. So you have 1 card for the answer, like ultimately, and then 1 card for the challenge. And that is your medicine wheel pull that you can do. Those are just examples of a couple of cards you could do for your actual spreads themselves. And yeah, that'll be listed in the book for everybody to read. Diana says she loves them. Yay, I love you. I'm so happy you're watching. So for the next part that I wanted to share with you guys is I'm actually trying to create a box and other little trinkets and purchases that you can get with your deck of cards. Right now, I'm working on prices. So I will have a final price for you guys of how much the deck by itself is. The deck does come in a beautifully designed box, which I can share with you guys a little bit. It's completely my own design and it took a lot of amazing edits, but I think that it's really cool. So I'll show you it. You can't see it completely and it's a little difficult, which is okay, but it basically will have all gold foil. It'll say the name of the Oracle deck. It'll say what it is. You Are Love is up here. This name of the deck is here. On the back is a little word from me with my picture, my company, and the website where you can order more products or check out what I've been working on. What I put on the box for everybody is, it says, "This deck is my gift to you to utilize some of the messages channeled in dream state with mentors and loved ones. This deck holds the highest unconditional love and gratitude to give the user abundance, joy, empowerment, and unconditional love. I hope this brings you just as much joy as it has for me in creating this project. As it is, so mote it be." So I am so excited. But let's talk about that box really quick. So I'm going to borrow my best friend's box that she actually does. Her company is Heavily Rooted. So if you are interested in her products, she has all kinds of stuff, clothing, stickers, and many other amazing little products. And I'm working on some collaborations. So if you are a person who has your own business and you like to make little gift boxes or baskets or whatever, I want to be building where when people are advocating their work, they can put something that they make into the box and it will have your information, your card, and it can also be given to our clients as an option as well, because I'm all about building and collaborating. And I would love to see more people that I can advocate and put their work next to mine so that we're all talking about artists and sharing in everybody's talents. So what will come in your box is I've created these really cute little gift bottles. So in this little tiny bottle, you will receive an oil for your package that you get, and you get to choose for my packages between 7 different options, which are related to the 4 main elements and 3 additional elements that I have added in. So the 4 main elements are obviously the fire, water, earth, and air. The last 3 elements are shadow, light, and hearth, which is like the heart. So that will be the packages that you can pick. They're based off of the 7 chakras. And I will have an 8th very special box, but that will be debuted a little bit later. In my little bottle here, you will receive your herbs that are in the gift box. So you'll get herbs, you'll get oil. You can pick whichever sacred smudging tool that you want to use. I have a couple of options here. I have dragon's blood resin. I have a sage bundle. I have cedar bundles. I have vetiver, which is a Hawaiian sage. I have Palo Santo as well, if I can pull him out of the cute little baggie. So the Palo Santo will also be an option that you can choose. And those are your smudge. So you get a smudge, you get a candle, you get a crystal, you get my hand picked herb pack that will go with it. If I can get it in, you will get your oil. And yeah, a little note that I'll add in as well is just a little scroll with your prayer that will be in the box. And you can buy that with the deck, or you can buy it separate by itself. So that's really exciting. The box size that I'm looking at is most likely going to be around this size. So I'll show you guys really quick. I'm going to move the crystals out of the way. So it's going to be a little square little box. I'll probably put the designs of the pick that you have between the 7, and the design will be on the box with your tools inside of it. And if I'm doing a collaboration with my really good friend Danny and Eddie with their Heavily Rooted project, they will have their own little set and design, and that will be the option instead of my 7 that I picked. So you can get a special box by Danny that will have a design by Eddie on it. So the other The other thing I'll tell you about the boxes so that you get a little bit of a cute inside. I'll show you the designs that I have been working on for them after I rub off the excess amazing herbs that I have on my iPad. So your options are, we have fox energy going on here. And I will be calling it kitsune, which is just a Japanese term for a nine-tailed fox spirit. And obviously my cute little fox is a nine-tailed fox spirit. The energy that will come in that is the air energy. And the air energy is going to be throat chakra. So the box will come with air tools and throat chakra tools like crystal, candle color. So like the candle will probably be like yellow or a light blue, depending on if you're looking for emotional or if you're looking for just overall communication or empowerment. The next animal that we have as an option, because I'm going a little bit out of order, but I'll probably just go into order now. I have a cute little cat. So again, these are just demos. So the cat spirit is a knee. So a knee cat has two tails, and it'll represent the root chakra and shadow energy. The next animal we have is the wolf, which will be water and sacral chakra. The next animal will be the phoenix, which will be our solar plexus energy. Solar plexus, phoenix, fire. So it'll come with the fire tools and for solar plexus. And then we have the next one, which is the stag. And the stag is going to be based off of in Japanese culture. Yes, I love Japanese culture, but it's very cute because it's in multiple cultures, especially in like the Celtic culture and in Nordic history, and even in some of our Southern tribe energies. We have the stag, or the spirit of the forest, and that will be earth and heart chakra. Our next one we talked about was the kitsune, or the fox, which is throat chakra, which I showed you. And then our third eye is going to be the dragon. So let me show you the dragon. This is the dragon. Hearth energy, third eye, trusting your inner self, higher self. Then finally, this one is really cool. We have the owl, which will be the light chakra, and it will be for crown. And the one that will represent the Metatron will be a special edition that I can share with you guys later. It'll have more detail and whatnot. So I am just so happy and excited to share all these things with you. Like I said, if you have any questions while I am continuing forward, feel free to leave any questions. And if you want to be in contact for collaboration, please check out my website, and you can join the news feed where you can check out all of the posts I've been doing, blogging and information and research. And you can email me that way. Or you can subscribe to my Instagram, which is crystal_prophecy. And that way we can keep in touch and do some collaborations together however you want. It doesn't have to be like for the box or anything. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at what will come in the boxes. My mom was like really advocating it. She wanted me really badly to do that. So I will be definitely doing those boxes. But yeah, just excited about the amazing work that the cards have brought and the energy, and how the little booklet will have more secrets and details and information about how you can do readings and learning how to use the compass. The deck itself is supposed to represent a blueprint, a map, a actual way to look at your path and using the deck, even if it's just for having fun or looking at the art or seeing what your pull is for the day, which you could just do a daily pull, 1 card per day. I think that it'll really bring you some inspiration, and a lot of the tools and new products that I will be bringing up with the deck will have a lot of help in calibrating what we're trying to do in our own head, looking at the path ahead, divining our own future, and actually figuring things out for ourselves. The deck is designed for the user to not only read for others, but to help you define your own self. It's a tool for you to just expand upon and learn about yourself. So I'm very excited. I believe I showed you guys the different groups. Let's look at a aspect card. Actually, I'll show you guys, because we have our lunar eclipse that's coming up really soon. I'm going to show you guys the lunar eclipse card. Let me find it because it just hid from me. There it is. Here is our lunar eclipse. It is marvelous. Very cool. But on the card, you can see that I put the third eye chakra, which this lunar eclipse, which is going to be on July 4th into July 5th, is going to be in Capricorn. So be prepared for people to feel very squared off and wanting to stand up for their beliefs, and a lot of triggering energy, helping people feel very emotional during this eclipse that's coming up. And the secret on these 2 eclipse cards, the solar and lunar, is you can see the cheat here that a lunar eclipse is during a full moon. So I put the glow of this gold moon up here, and on the solar eclipse it'll be black, so that you know that it's during a new moon is when the solar eclipse occurs. So it's kind of like teaching you about the fundamentals, the elements behind the actual energies of astrology and the elementals themselves. I have 33 elements and 2 extra elements that are not technically elementals, but they can be used in elemental energy. I can show you a couple more of the elemental cards that are really special. And we can go and look at a chakra card as well. Let's look at chakra really quick. Let me show you this Metatron card, because I've had psychics in the past tell me that I work heavily with Metatron, and I never really thought about it because I hadn't heard about the angel energy before. But I will show you how special it is. It is really cool. It has that rainbow, which took me forever to figure out. The Merkabah, which is up here, the number 20. It has the associated energies here, which is hard to see if it'll let me. Yes, so we have the Venus energy and Pluto energy. Oh, that's Lilith. Sorry, it's not Venus. I looked at it wrong. But yeah, Lilith and Pluto. Metatron's association with the history behind Lilith, which will be in the booklet. It'll be very awesome to teach you guys about misconceptions in history and just some of the research that I've done on these divine energies. It'll tell you a little bit about where Metatron came from and what the angel represents. And the words that cards say: connect with the gateway of source. So yeah, thank you, Diana. You're so sweet. She's like, I support you. So let's look at some of these other elementals I'd love to show you. Here is one of our main elementals, so fire. Once it loads, hand drew the symbol. The colors are radiating. I have my little zodiac images here that are associated with fire. So the main 4 elements will have the zodiac on them for who they are, right? So fire is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So they're hanging out there. We have the energy of fire, and that's the Pluto and Lilith energy as well, which will be on the secrets in the card. The opposite energies will also be on the cards as well. So for fire, it'll have water there, and so on and so forth. And the sacred geometry, the tetrahedron as well, yeah. Which is fire. Oh man, so exciting. Any questions that you guys have for me, just leave them down and I'll look at them. Let's look at another elemental really quick. Here is the bubble elemental. It has the energies associated, so the moon, it has yin energy. It looks so cool because it's like blended in. And then Cancer is the actual zodiac sign associated with this elemental. And then the sacred geometry is the octahedron, which is water. So cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Very pretty. Thank you, Angel. You're so sweet. Oh man, guys, this is just so amazing. And I'm excited about these medicine boxes and how I can put a little special trinket and gift in. You'll have your candle in there. You'll also have some charcoal that'll come with it so you can burn your incense that'll come in the pack as well, which is a handmade incense. I actually learned from another mentor of mine, which is Tanja and her magic shop. She has been an incredible mentor in helping me learn more about my medicine and my magic, and I'm just really appreciative and grateful to Phaedra and Tanja and my mom, because those three women have been the most influential and thoughtful and teaching and there for that mentorship, which is just spectacular. So I'm so grateful to them, and I hope that when they see this that they know that, because they're wonderful. All right. I have to think about what else I was going to show you guys. I showed you the boxes. I told you about the deck. I showed you the box for the deck. I showed you the components for the deck. Let me see what I have on my notes here. For the booklet, it's going to have the symbols and the descriptions for each of the cards. That way you guys can really, really understand. And it also has for like the planets, it'll have a reversed meaning in case like you want to ask a question and you're allowing yourself to reverse it. That'll be with the planets, because in the planet system, there are something called direct versus retrograde. So direct would be your positive response, and retrograde would be the negative attribute or the reversed meaning of the card. So there's never anything that's really like dark or anything. It's just giving you that insight so that you could see both sides of it and whatnot. If you guys have any questions for me, you're welcome to also list them here, but you can send me an email. I'm going to put the email in here for you guys so that you can check it out on Facebook, and I will list it as well on my other platforms so that you guys can connect in. So here's the email, 7crystalace13@gmail.com. You're welcome to check in with any of the collaborators and what work they're doing. I was talking to another amazing woman friend of mine, Miss Cheshire. She creates these amazing herbal mixtures of teas and salves and bath bombs and just herbal mixtures in general. And I was hoping that she would do a collaboration with me as well. If you're curious about her products and what she does, you can look up Cheshire's Herbals here on Facebook or on Instagram as well. Her other name is Tracy Miller, in case you have to find her that way. But she is an amazing woman, and her medicine is not only in the herbs, but her and her husband do sound baths, and we have done sound baths in the past together. And they actually work with didgeridoos, Tibetan bowls, and crystal bowls, and other little tools as well. So I'm hoping to do more collaborations and sound baths with them, and also with my mentor Phaedra. She does crystal bowls. She is a medicine woman with native culture background, and she is also doing journeys and events and whatnot as well. So definitely check in on all of my awesome little posts with people. I wanted to do a shout out for June Sindacy. Her program for the Sindacy Wellness is an amazing collaborative platform too, where she is doing these interviews with these amazing people from all over the planet. And you can check out my video as well on her channel, where we talk about astrology. And I'm hoping to do a little debut when my deck comes in the mail of the actual physical deck for you guys, and hopefully with June. So please look out for that video. It will be coming up very soon. I'm waiting for my product, obviously, to get here from in the mail. So whenever that shows up, we'll talk more about it in person, but I'm so excited to see the actual deck in my hands in person, finished, finalized, and everything. So that will be very honoring. So yeah. Other than that, thank you everybody who's watching. My website is crystalprophecy.live. You can see this video and other videos that I posted in the past on my actual video page. And feel free to subscribe, watch, and check in next time for all of the cool, exciting details on the deck. You can pre-order your deck in the commentary on the page on Facebook Live, on Instagram, or on my website. It'll actually be in the link that's in my description, which is crystalprophecy.live/the about page. There you can actually find my little subscription information and the page. So actually, I think I did the wrong link. So I'm going to put the right link in the description. There it is. Our impact, not about. So I will change that in the video so that it's actually edited. Other than that, I want to say, thank you guys so much about being here and supporting me and my journey, and all of my friends who are here and just being present in this amazing time of transition that we're all going through. I'm incredibly just grateful for everyone, and I really I hope that you guys all get to enjoy the deck like I have, and get to experience how amazing these next changes will be, and the new products that will be coming out in the future. So thank you guys all for watching, and have a spectacular day.